Hi, East Texas. We made it to Labor Day weekend. Here we are, the unofficial end of summer, right? We know that summer still goes on for about 3 more weeks before we start astronomical fall, which doesn't roll around until we get to about the 21st of September. So we still have a couple of more weeks talking about some summer-like temperatures. However, once we get to September 1st, it starts to feel more like fall, meaning that we've got temperatures that are going to be in the lower 90s or upper 80s instead of upper 90s and low 100, 101, 102 categories. Well, let's start off with rainfall reports here as we get into September. So far, we've had some rain, and we are running a little bit above average at Tyler, at Longview, and at Lufkin. But for the year, and primarily this is driven by just how dry it was the second half of May, all of June, all of July, and the first half of August. The deficits really built up, especially June, which is often considered the rainiest month of the entire year here in East Texas, or really those second two or last 2 weeks of May and the 4 weeks in June. In about that 6-week period, we pick up roughly close to 10 inches of rainfall in that time. Well, the fact that we had barely an inch, and in some instances maybe 2 inches of rainfall over that period, that got us into some deep deficits when it comes to the rainfall. So for the year, we're 5.5 inches below at Tyler, 6 inches below at Longview, and 7.5 inches below at Lufkin. So the rain we've had recently really hasn't cut into that. But it has taken a bite, and it literally looks like a bite. Literally has taken a bite out of the drought across East Texas. If you'll recall, we had extreme drought stretching all the way into parts of deep East Texas and all the way into southwest Arkansas and into northwest Louisiana. The last couple of weeks with the rainfall, this is the way it stands now. So these areas that don't have any color, there is nothing there, no drought, nothing, not even abnormally dry. The yellow area is not technically drought, it's considered abnormally dry, meaning you're just a little bit below average when it comes to the rainfall amounts in a given period of time. Then you come back over here and we are looking at some moderate drought from Emory to Canton, just to the west of Tyler, down to Crockett, and then you have severe drought in the orange. A couple of weeks ago, this was exceptional drought in this same area. So as it's rained and we've recharged the soils, we're starting to see those drought conditions start to ease. All right, forecast fire danger for Saturday across the entire state of Texas, except for a couple of spots. We are generally, including San Antonio, we're generally looking at a low fire danger through that entire time. Otherwise, just those couple of spots where it's a moderate fire danger. Still, I would be careful if I was doing any kind of burning. All right, so here we go, Saturday afternoon. This is 3 o'clock, and you're going to watch some scattered showers around the area, and this spin in the upper atmosphere pushes a couple of disturbances down across East Texas on Saturday. So there's a couple of chances for rain. Sunday in the morning, there's a chance for some showers, and then a few showers on Sunday afternoon, mainly the southern part of our viewing area, deep East Texas, with a little wave that comes in Sunday night. So I think we could see just a little bit of rain Sunday night. Monday morning, maybe we have a shower to start Labor Day, but for the most part, it's just a 20% chance. So through Saturday, a 40% chance of rain. Sunday, 30% chance of rain. Monday, 20% chance of rain. It ramps up just a little bit, or bumps up Tuesday to a 40% chance of rain. Relaxes back to a 20% chance of rain Wednesday, Thursday, and then bumps back up Friday to a 40% chance of rain. Rainfall as we head through the weekend. You're looking at a 1/10 to 3/4 of an inch to a 1/4 of an inch, maybe some slightly higher amounts down to the south. So through the Labor Day weekend, there is a chance for a couple of downpours, but generally you're looking at rainfall amounts that would be not in the category of any type of flash flooding. So this is just rain. It's not anything threatening or anything like that. First Monday trade days tomorrow, Sunday in Canton. Light at 9 a.m., light winds at 9 a.m. Muggy middle part of the day at noon, 88. A hot afternoon, 91 by 5 o'clock in Canton. This is specifically for Sunday as we wrap up this edition of our First Monday trade days. All right, so whole Labor Day weekend forecast looks like this. Saturday, scattered showers, 91 degrees, morning lows around 73. Sunday, best chances in the evening. Again, warm and steamy, 92. Labor Day, mostly cloudy, likely dry, up to 89. We'll say rain is not likely. The 10-day temp trend here. So we get through Labor Day weekend. We have some highs bubbling back into the lower 90s. It cools back to the mid 80s. Then it warms up, a couple of rain chances here Tuesday, Wednesday. Dry Thursday, warms back up. Another front Friday the 9th, and then highs fall back to the middle 80s. These are still numbers that are below average for the most part over the next 6 to 10 days, with highs in the mid 80s through the second weekend of September. All right, so we just had our first hurricane of the season. It's in the central Atlantic. It is Danielle. We are waiting on a tropical storm, possibly to be called Earl. Eventually that would be, it's going to happen. It's just a matter of when. So we've had 3 tropical storms, Alex, Bonnie, Colin, and then we have our first hurricane. Again, it's in the central Atlantic, and it's spinning. It's going to stay offshore. It's not going to impact the United States. It's just out there in the central Atlantic, and eventually will fall apart before it even reaches, gets to the European continent or anything of that nature. All right, peak of the season is coming up September 10th, so we're just about a week away from the peak of hurricane season, and we've only had 4 named storms up to this point. It's been really slow. And then it slowly starts to fall off after that as we watch the hurricane season kind of wind down. There is that secondary little peak here right around October 17th, and then it drops off. So essentially what you're looking at here is you take the number of storms per 100 years, and most of the storms in the last 100 years occur here in early September, and a few of those in October. Not many when you go all the way back to hurricane season, but notice you even go back here into May. So May, sometimes we've had tropical storms and hurricanes. So it's not out of the question to have some before the season starts and even after the season ends. November 30th is the end of the season, but there have been a few in history that have occurred during the month of December. All right, here's the Baylor Scott & White Texas Spine and Joint Hospital 10-day forecast. So let's go over this for you. Saturday, scattered rain showers, and I think there's a couple of chances. We've got one in the morning, and then perhaps another little band that moves into parts of East Texas late afternoon or the evening. Otherwise, we're up to 91. We'll call the rain chance a 40% chance. We have a chance for evening thunderstorms Sunday, and again, that's anywhere across East Texas. The best chance is probably north of I-20, but I could see showers popping up anywhere across the area. 30% chance, a high of 92. Mostly cloudy on Labor Day, a 20% chance for a shower, a high temperature of 89. Then evening rain would be possible Tuesday, 85, and then it's dry again Wednesday and muggy with highs reaching the upper 80s. Then on Thursday, partly cloudy, and it feels hot because we have highs in the lower 90s. So then we have another front that moves in earlier in the day Friday, so morning thunderstorms are possible, followed by some AM showers on Saturday, a high of 84, and morning thunderstorms will be possible Sunday and Monday with highs in the mid 80s. And morning lows, each one of those mornings over the next 10 days, low 70s. All right, that does it for this edition of CBS 19 Plus. Have a great and happy, safe Labor Day weekend.